Good afternoon, JLE Driving Force. With winter weather just around the corner, we want everybody to be prepared. We want you to understand and we want to remind you of the importance of non-driving safety in the winter. This video is intended to give you a little bit more, a refresher, to underscore that importance. Also to reskill you on your comfort zone and some of the other things that you may encounter as the seasons turn. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dan Zoram. I'm one of the general managers over here at JLE Industries, and today we're going to talk about winter safe driving. Here at Operations, we're focused on your safety and your successfulness. Most importantly, we want to make sure that you're prepared for what you're driving into every day. Know what you're going into. I've had drivers in the past go north into Minnesota, into Illinois, in those cold northern areas where they get stuck up there and they're not prepared. They didn't know what they were going through. We want to make sure that you have the warm clothes, extra food, extra water, to make sure that if you are stuck up in a situation where there's snow around you and you're unable to drive, that you'll be able to stay safe out there. This is Dan Zoram from Operations signing off. This winter time, stay safe, stay proudly driven.
Hi, I'm Devin Nadeau with the Safety Department. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about winter safety. Alright, we're going to start with the getting out of the truck. That's the first thing you do in the morning. It's the most important thing you do in the morning. Alright, first, when you get up in the morning, you're going to get out of your truck. Alright, in the morning you never know what's going to happen. You can have a bunch of water below, you can have a bunch of snow. In the winter, snow is a real problem here. Alright, so preparing the night before the snow happens is the most important part. Alright. Putting a broom or anything else to clean off snow in your truck before you go to sleep the night before will help eliminate the risk of going down on slippery stairs. You got a broom like this, clean off your steps, all right? Then we'll work our way down. Get each step from here while you're sitting down, avoiding falling, okay? So, and the next part is, this goes with any time of year, climbing down off your truck. Always face the truck and always have 3 points of contact. You never want to carry anything down while we're going down the stairs. And if you noticed, it made the grip a lot easier with my boots. Alright, steel-toed boots, any type of boots with traction, getting out of the truck. Alright, I understand we need them on our facility to have the steel-toed boots, but just having any type of boots with good traction, getting out of your trucks, whether you're going to the restroom, whether you're going to just check on your load, anything you're doing. Those steps are slippery, even if you brush them off, as you're supposed to. Then you're gonna have stuff built in the grip of that, and that grip's not gonna count for anything. It's better off to have the shoes, to have the grip, to make sure you are as safe as you can be just doing your everyday functions. All right, so what else we wanna go over? This cement here, you're not always gonna have it. You guys go into a lot of rest areas, truck stops, back gravel areas, facilities, yards, anything. You're not gonna get a lot of concrete, okay? You're gonna have a lot of gravel, dirt, potholes, all of this stuff, all right? It's good to have the broom, because you never know what you're gonna have to go through here. It's good to have the shoes, because you never know where you're gonna step in, especially with anything that's hidden underneath that snow, okay? So, we wanna make sure we take the broom with us too, because you gotta clean off your deck, all right? And make sure everything's off here, and it's tougher in the snow. You gotta make sure you got your gravel, your dirt, the snow itself off there, because the snow melting turns water, but those chunks off the back of that deck there could land on cars there and cause people to wreck. All right, we don't want you liable for anything. We want to keep you safe and everybody else safe here. All right, so we got to make sure we clean these decks off. Got to make sure we're as safe as we can walking around our trucks, just so we can get our day started. We can live our lives. This is Devin Nadeau from the Safety Department. Drive safe.
Hi everyone, my name is Slater. I'm Director of Operations at JLE Industries. Just want to take a quick second and thank all you drivers out there. You truly are the backbone of this company. Personally, I know the sacrifice you guys make each and every day, being away from your family, being away from your friends, being out there, and whether you're out there because you're looking to make a paycheck and make a living for your family, or you just enjoy driving, whatever that may be, we truly appreciate everything that you do here at JLE. What I want to do is talk to you real quick about just a few quick winter driving safety tips. With the leaves falling, the mornings getting a little bit colder, and the days slowing down a little bit, getting darker early, we want to make sure that you're out there being as safe as possible. Number one, you are the captain of your ship. You're the captain of your truck. If you at any time feel unsafe, find a safe place and pull over. There's no piece of freight that is more valuable than you are. Number two, make sure when you're doing your pre-trip, you know what's coming. Everyone has a smartphone, or most people do have smartphones. Jump on that smartphone, check the weather. Is it snowing? Is it gonna be icy? Is it foggy? Are you driving into a storm? Be prepared. Communicate any delays that you may have with your driver manager. And third, make sure when you're ending your day, you're finding a safe and secure place to park your truck. Try to avoid parking next to other trucks. Stay further away from them to avoid the risk of them actually hitting you when they leave. When you wake up in the morning, did it snow? Take a look at the top of your truck. Remove any snow, any debris that may be on top. Thank you, be safe, and stay proudly driven.
Good morning, JLE family. We want to talk about winterization for a little bit. I know that's an ugly word right now, considering it's hot in most of the country, record heat temperatures, but winter's going to be fast upon us, so we want to take care of our trucks so that we won't be left stranded when it starts to get cold. You want to make sure you're draining your air tanks on a regular basis. Different trucks have air pull ports at different places. Please make sure you're draining your air tanks. Trailers, they all have air tank drains on them as well. Please make sure we're draining our air tanks. We want to talk about fuel. If you're in the southern states, below I-40, you're probably not going to need to worry about it. But when you come north of I-40 into Virginia, Kentucky, stuff like that, you're going to want to make sure you get some winterized fuel or put additives in your fuel tanks. Any additives is a good additive. House, Diesel 911, Polar Power, any of that stuff will work. It really gets important when it gets down into the teens. Most of the time, if you're just driving with winterized blended fuel, you're going to be okay. Once it starts getting down to the teens and double digits, you're going to need to add some additive. All right, well, let's look at our fuel filters for starters. Kenworths, they're all going to be right here. You have a little drain here where you can drain the water away from them. Take a look at that before it gets cold, before they freeze. They do have heaters in them, but once it gets down in the teens and single digits, that heater's not really much of a help. Freightliners, they have the big Davco fuel filter. They have a drain on them as well. So be mindful of your fuel, be mindful of where you're getting fuel. If you stay with the Pilot and Flying J program like we have, most of the time you're not going to have any problems. You start fueling up the pause, fuel stops, and off the beaten path, we may be getting some bad fuel. So just be mindful of that while you're fueling. Let's look at antifreeze and windshield washer fluid. Windshield washer fluid. Make sure it's topped off. Now this does get heated while you're driving, so it'll help it from freezing here. But up here where it sprays out, snow and ice collects there. Sometimes it gets pretty plugged up. You won't be able to use your windshield washer fluid when you need it, if you need it. So let's go around the other side and let's look at antifreeze. Antifreeze, with everything with silicone hoses these days, you develop a lot of cold water leaks. Antifreeze is important, especially in the Kenworths. They'll tell you when they're low on antifreeze. Sometimes they'll tell you before they're low on antifreeze. So you want to make sure that your antifreeze is topped off with a good quality extended life coolant. You can buy them at the truck stops. We have them here. All of you guys were given a jug of antifreeze before you left here, so make sure you keep this topped off. Tires. Tires are pretty important every day of the year. Wintertime, maybe a little more so because of the snow and ice that's on the road. Just make sure that your tires are in good shape. You know, you can get yourself back to Dunbar. We'll take a look at them for you if you're not sure. Run through a Love's, do the tire pass lane. They'd be more than happy to take a measurement and let you know if you need them or not. Tire tread depth. I'm sure everyone's heard of the trick with the penny. You know, you stick a penny in upside down. If you can see the top of Lincoln's head, that tire's worn out. This one here obviously is not. It's still got some life left in it. We'll measure it with the tread depth gauge just to see exactly what it is. So that one's still pretty good. You don't want to let your tires get down, especially this time of the year. You lose traction. Ice is terrible. You don't want to lose stability any more than you already have when you're on slick roads. We here at JLE, we constantly putting tires on, both here in the yard and out on the road. So there's not an excuse for a driver to be running around on bald tires. Come through Dunbar. We're here to help. Like I said before, go to the local Loves or Petro or Pilot, Flying J, Speedco. We'll get you hooked up with tires. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're on winter slicks, in the wintertime. You don't want to do that. Make sure your tire's good. They help you stop, they help you go. And this has been Ollie with your winter safety message from the maintenance department. Be safe out there, guys.
Hi and welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video in preparation for winter safe driving. We do this because we want to protect you, our most precious cargo. We want to make sure that when you get ready to go, you know what lies ahead, you've prepared yourself appropriately, you have the provisions that you need, food, water, and etc., to be safe and compliant while you're out on the roadway, so that you can stay safe, warm, and secure. Winter safe driving means also that your truck is prepared. Make sure that you check your belts, your hoses, that you have your coolant at a proper level. Make sure that you have fuel additives so that your fuel doesn't gel when it freezes outside. You want to make sure that when you're driving that you maintain your clean decks. Make sure your steps are clean when you're coming in and climbing in and out of your tractor or your trailer. Make sure also that whenever you step outside your vehicle, if it's slick outside, it's slick on the ground where you're walking. So please use proper caution. We also want to make sure that if you're out there on a roadway and the conditions are just too poor for you to drive, we want you to use comfort zone driving. We want you to make sure that you stay within your comfort zone. If it's too bad, we support you shutting down. After all, we want you safe and we want you to get to places where you need to be so that you can come home safely with your family. At the end of the day, you are the most important cargo that we haul, and we want to make sure that you're safe, compliant, so that you can return to your home and your loved ones and they can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you, and be safe out there. Stay safe, stay proudly driven.